Hello everybody, this is Victoria Flores and we're going to be creating the logo that Dwight created. And so the first thing that you want to do is, I'll go ahead and demonstrate it, is you want to take your sketch and you want to make it into a, oh, give me one sec, let me undo all this. You want to make it into a template. So in order to make it into a template, you go over here to this little drop down and you want to click on template. So that lightens the opacity so that you're able to trace over it, and then you go ahead and create another layer here. So we're going to go ahead and zoom in and we're going to vectorize the thumbs up that represents Dwight's confidence by using the pen tool. So you just want to pull in the direction that you want to start in, and then we're going to go ahead and keep going. So I don't want there to be a white fill, so I'm going to get rid of it here. And then we're going to just keep tracing over it using the pen tool. If you are not good at using the pen tool, it is totally fine. Practice makes perfect, to be honest. I'm going to fix some of this when I'm done. I'm just going over. If you need to change an anchor point, hold down Alt, pull it in. And then we're going to keep on going around and close. So let's see. I do not like the way this looks right here. Let's go ahead and change. We're going to pull this actually right here. Oops. Pull that here. We're going to get rid of this anchor point. Pull. Okay. Okay, that looks pretty good for just doing that right now. Pull this up a little bit. Okay, now let's make the stroke. Pull that up a little bit so we give it some depth. And let's see how it looks filled with black. Okay, so that's what we have right now. So that's our little thumbs up. And now we're going to want to go ahead and do the beat in the background, because Beats Bears Battlestar Galactica is something that represents Dwight, but he did not want to do a symbol for bears or Battlestar Galactica. So we're going to move that to the side, put it over here. And we're going to go ahead and vectorize the beat. So again, we can use our pen tool, put it, boom. You can hold down Shift to keep everything in line. And we're going to pull here, here, here. Let's actually close it right there. So everything's straight. And you can, so if you don't like this right here, you want it to be more rounded off, then you go to stroke and you want to click this part for your caps. But this is mainly for open, so never mind. You want to use this one, round joint. And we're going to go up here and we're going to vectorize this. Now, another hint or tip when creating a logo for the first time is that you don't want things to be too detailed. You want to make sure that you have, you know, just enough that represents what you're drawing or sketching. You don't want to get super detailed, like let's say you don't want to create shadows and all these things, because it'll just be too busy and you won't be able to use the logo at a smaller scale. So just make sure that everything looks simple. Like this drawing right here, it's very simple. There's not like wrinkles in the hand or you can see veins. You just want it to be very simple and want it to represent who you are as a person. So we're going to go ahead and put this here. And we want this to be more, let's see, want it to have more of a point. No, I think there's right here. So we got that in there. And then let's do the other one. So that's the whole key. Again, this is a basic tutorial. If you're somebody who is definitely a pro at creating logos, and this definitely is not for you, I just want to be able to teach people how to kind of do the basics and because creating logos is really fun, and it's especially great to know it yourself. So you don't really have to go out and pay for a lot of money for creating logos, but it will also help, like if you own a small business and you want to hire somebody to create a logo for you, then if you're able just to do the first steps, helping sketch out your ideas, then that's good as well. You don't have to be a pro at making logos, but this is for your personal logo. So instead of thinking about business, we're thinking about personal brand, which is very important. So let's look at the stroke. You also want to make sure that your strokes across the board, so when you're creating the thumbs up, anything else, like let's say you're done here, or if picture the thumbs up being right here. So picture this is it. This does not look very well because your strokes are not the same. So you want your strokes to be the same. So this is an 8-point stroke. We want to do 8-point stroke here as well. 8, and we want this to be 8. Put that there. Now let's get our thumbs up back in here. Up a little bit. So this is again very basic. Let's see. So we had I'm gonna fix this leaf. I don't really like how that looks at all. So it's just, we can actually copy this one since I like the way this one came out, and we're gonna transform it, reflect, preview that, and okay. We're gonna move it a little bit. Here we go. It looks a lot better. And then something that our beat had was it had like this little space right there. So we want to mimic that. Let's put, so everything's not so dark right here, because we want there to be some white space to kind of have the design breathe a little bit. So we're going to put a little box right here, and we're going to use our Pathfinder tool to exclude that little part that we have right there. So the stroke is really big. I mean, yeah, the stroke around it is really thick. So we want, let's see. Okay, so that's now 5. We got our little space in there. So let's see how these look with the 5-point stroke. Okay, this looks good. Change these to 5-point. And let's make this around the thumb 5 points. So everything has the same stroke, and we can see here that the leaf is going off right there. So we're going to pull this in a little bit, pull this down a little bit. Now, let's see here. Get rid of this ugly leaf. Wouldn't call that a leaf. So let's get rid of the visibility here. So again, this is something that's very basic. I will show you, or I will post a logo or some logos that I did for a project so you could see how in depth that went. But this again is just very simple, gives you a good idea of what you need to do. So something else, another tip / trick, is that you want everything to be a part of each other, especially like if you're going to want to create stickers and you want to use a vinyl cutter. You want everything to be able to just flow. You don't want there to be any breaks or anything, because then your logo won't be complete. So a way to do that is, in order to put it into outline mode, you can just click Control Y, or I think it's Command Y for an Apple or Mac. So let's see what we want to do here. Okay, so since we like how this stroke looks, so because if we take it away, if we take away the stroke, it'll be a lot thinner. So we want it with the stroke, but the stroke is not part of the shape. It's just outlining it. So what we want to do is we want to go to Object, Path, Outline Stroke. So now we have outlined the strokes. Now it's kind of part of the shape, but not really. So what we want to do is we want to use the Shape Builder tool, and we're just going to pull from the center and drag out so it all becomes one shape. Same goes for this as well. We want to make our strokes into a shape, path, outline, stroke, and so now they're shapes, and we're going to make it a part of this thumbs up right here. So we're going to click our shape builder tool, pull, drag, and it's now part of it as well. Oh, nope. Nope. I'll fix that in a minute. Pull, drag, and let's see, let's pull these together and let's see what's going on right here. So we got this little part. Don't be afraid to zoom in. Make sure you see all your detail. And now we have to make these little guys into a shape as well. Path, outline, stroke, and we're gonna click this, the thumbs up, and pull, drag, pull, and drag. Okay. So now if I'm not done yet, but if we go into outline mode, we see that everything is connected. And we're going to do the same down here. So we're going to click, we're going to pull this up just a little bit so it's touching the thumbs up. And we're going to use our shape builder tool and just, there we go. Oh, wait, no, did something wrong there. I need to outline the stroke. Pull up a little bit and just drag up. Oh, no. There we go. So now, if we get rid of that, everything is one complete shape. But let's see, we got something going on right here. It's a little funky. So let's just get our shape builder tool and just go whoop. Or maybe it's not wanting to do it. Okay. Another way you can do this as well, you can execute this, is if you see it's not showing up right here. Is it behind it? Oh, okay, it's behind it. My bad. So we're just gonna get rid of that. And there's Dwight Schrute's logo. So if you have any questions or comments, please leave it below. And if you're watching this on YouTube and have no idea what's going on, then please visit my blog. It is in the description and it'll take you through the process of creating your own personal logo by using Dwight Schrute as an example. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope it was a help for those of you who are not really familiar with Illustrator and have always wanted to learn a little bit Illustrator. So yeah, this is how you create a simple black and white logo in Illustrator. So thank you so much for watching.